Once again, we are back with another episode of 12 Minutes of Nonsense. What's up, y'all? My name's Nathan Hurd, and I be speaking that nonsense. Um, hey, let me ask y'all a question. How y'all lick y'all fingers? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all do it? Do y'all do like is it like do y'all because I put my whole finger in my goddamn mouth. Like I'm getting every list like I need all of the sauce, okay? Like I need every bit of whatever I've spilt on my fingers because I'm a sloppy ass eater. I ain't even gonna try and act like I'm not. You know what I mean? Like this is how sloppy of a motherfucking eater I am. My my girlfriend has basically sippy cups. Uh, like what are they? I don't know, like a beer koozie. I don't know. It's not a koozie. It's just like a cup with a top on it, and you can click the top so it opens. So when you spill it, inevitably, you don't get nothing on nothing. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I feel safer and more secure using that motherfucking sippy cup than I've ever felt drinking in my entire life. Like, cause I be just spilling on me like I drink water and people just stare at me like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dog? When you drinking like you're not gonna be able to drink no more. And I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's the ADHD, which, I have a little bit of, but I'm just like, but that brings back the question though, how y'all lick y'all fingers? Because I get it all over myself and I'm licking it off of all over myself. I'm not about to, not suck my finger dry just because it might look sus to a motherfucker. That's your business. Why you looking at me in my plate? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you in my plate? That you got your own shit. Don't worry about what I'm fucking doing over here. I'm trying to get all the goddamn sauce, dog. You the one making it weird. You know what I mean? Like you the one that every time something phallic go in somebody's mouth, you be like, oh, that's a dick. You know what I'm talking about? That's your fault. Don't come over here and blame me for that. You're nasty is what you is. You're nasty. Hey, y'all want to know something that I just figured out? I figured out not even figured out. My girl told me that you know the saying, you gotta be a shark in these streets. Like, you know how like people be saying, oh, you gotta be a shark. I always thought until literally yesterday, I always thought that meant that you had to be fierce or you had to have teeth or like you had to chomp these motherfuckers. And then my girl was like, "No, you just like you gotta always be swimming because sharks have to stay swimming so they don't die." And now that saying does not mean the same thing to me anymore. Now, because I was always like, "Yeah, man, you gotta have teeth out here," but now the minute I was like, "Oh shit, you mean you gotta always stay swimming like continuously?" I don't want to do that. That sounds exhausting and like motherfucker, you gotta sleep. One of the main reasons I don't ever want to be no fish is because they don't, it doesn't like I've never heard of a fish having a sleep cycle like my sleep cycle. And so to me, they don't sleep, which I know is not logical. I know that they sleep, but since I can't conceptualize how you sleep as a fish, it just seems like they'll never get to sleep. And so I'm like, I don't ever want to be an animal where I can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's why I wouldn't want to be a fish. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do they sleep? Like, I know how they sleep. I'm not stupid. I mean, I am stupid, but I'm not. I mean, yeah, I think I'm stupid. But I'm just trying, like, how the fuck do fish sleep? But you don't need to tell me because I know. I know how fish sleep, but how the fuck do fish sleep? Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know. And that's really why I don't want to be no fish. But uh I just found out that that saying means something completely different from what I thought it meant. And I've got to thank my girl for that shit. Because this whole time I really thought it was like, oh, you don't want to be no shark. You don't want to be, nah, man. It's just because sharks got to be swimming all the goddamn time, and that sounds honestly terrifying, like terrible. Like just imagine if you always had to run. Cause I'm my ADHD be like a son of a bitch. Cause I always feel like I gotta be moving and shit. Like I always gotta be moving around and doing something, and it's exhausting as is. And sometimes I sleep. And just imagine you were doing all that shit, but you don't get to sleep. Oh my god, that's terrible. That is. Oh no, I don't want that at all. Sharks can't sleep. I've been getting sayings wrong. I hope it doesn't sound like fucked up. Like I really hope this doesn't sound messed up or racist at all. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but like, I'm really glad to see so many white people getting caught up in shit lately. You know what I mean? Because like I grew up in the '80s when it was just niggas. It was you just saw everything was niggas. God damn it! It was you got to the point where you were just like, man, a man stabbed 14 people today. I'm just like, please just don't let this nigga be black. And then he was black, and you'd be like, fuck. Cause you know there's some white people out there stabbing motherfuckers too, but they wasn't showing it. And now I feel like they showing it, and it feels good. You know what I mean? Like it feels good that it trickled up to white people to where now it's not just us. And now I know white people are looking at it. A lady was mean to a screamed nigger out of her house. And y'all, and I know white people are just like that same feeling, like, man, please don't let this be a white bitch. God damn it. I know y'all be mad, but look, we've been having to deal with that Karen for decades. Okay. Yeah. That's how bad she is. Yeah. Feel how we feel, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice that there's a little bit of get back. It's nice that there's a little bit of get. I don't feel like it's on the same level. Like I was talking to somebody and they was like, man, why is it always the white dude that be getting canceled? And I was like, well, maybe because they say fucked up shit. But that's beside the point. But he was like, black people don't ever get canceled. And I'll be like, nigga, what the fuck you think lynching was? Y'all motherfuckers lose y'all job. Y'all got to come up with a name for it, calling it canceled, because y'all was still the fuck around. Nigga, we got murked. They murked us. Remember Emmett Till when he whistled at a bitch and they killed him? That's canceling, bruh. We just didn't get to come back and say it was fucked up. Y'all get to come back and say it's fucked up. That's all. Y'all, this is a taste of cancel. This is cancel at a 2. We had that shit at 10. You know what I mean? They canceled towns. You know what I mean? They ain't never canceled a white town. They ain't never, there's still white towns racist to motherfucker. They ain't never canceled a white town. Still flourishing with Jebs and Jacobs. So yeah, man. Black people know about canceling. It's just who really don't know about canceling is rich white people. Like that's what I think don't know about canceling. Like rich white dudes. That needs to be the next people to be canceled because they don't get canceled. They get reprimanded. It's different. Like it like if there was like if there was a list of black dudes that had committed a gang of crimes, it would be out. You know what I mean? Like it just would be out. it would be. But it's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? Shit happens. See, I'm not mad because I know that shit happens slow. Change is slow. The good change is slow than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's slow, but it sucks because some people got to take a rock to the face, and that just is terrible. As a person who has taken many a rock to the face, and I don't mean that in a metaphorical way. I mean motherfuckers used to throw rocks at me. It's gotten sad, and I apologize for that. But all I'm trying to say is that canceling ain't new. It's just new for like rich white people. I don't even think it's new for white people. I think it's new for rich people. Like I think it's like really influential rich people. I think it's new for them. They ain't never really had to. They thought that they could buy their way out of everything, and you can, but you can't say it to my face, dog. Like you can't say it to like you can't do it to my face, bro. Because it's gonna be some motherfuckers who just crazy, right? That's why anytime somebody talk about like anytime somebody like, oh yeah, man, you gotta hit. Anytime a bully, you gotta always punch the bully. No, you gotta assess the situation, okay? Okay? Cause I once saw a homeless dude fighting a dude, and the homeless dude said, I got shit, I ain't got shit to lose. I'm gonna lick your face. And I've never seen a dude not want to smoke quicker in my damn life. That dude was like, hey, yo, no, wait, what? And the homeless dude was like, yeah, I will lick you in your motherfucking face, dog. I don't give a fuck. You think I'm homeless, nigga? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Okay? I have nothing else to do today. Nothing. I ain't got no plans, bro. I ain't got nowhere to be. All of my meals today, I have ate outside, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you eat all of your meals outside, that's not a great life. All of my meals been eaten outside today. So yeah, I will lick you in your face and suck on your eyeball, dog. I don't give any fucks. And that dude who honestly probably could have won the fight. He looked like he knew how to handle himself, but he was like, you know what? That's real. That's real. This dude is antagonizing me. You know what? I'm gonna walk away because this it's not that real to me. Like I'm not willing to risk the hepatitis that I'm going to 50-50 get. Like I'm not gonna not get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like he's looking at it like there's no way that there's nothing on this dude's tongue. There's something on it. I just don't know if it happens to be Hep C, but it's something living on that motherfucker tongue. So I'm not willing to take the disease. I'm gonna just go ahead and you know what? You're right, dog. You're right. My bad. And the situation was squashed. You really got it, but you don't know that when you young. You know what I mean? Like at least I didn't. Shit, y'all might, but I didn't. It was just it was on site. You know what I mean? Like it was just I was an unhappy motherfucker, so I just wanted to fight. So I just fire off on anybody, which is why I've not won all my fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some of the fights, I should have looked at what was happening around me and seen what the person was on, and I probably wouldn't have swung. And then I wouldn't have, waking up after you didn't had your ass kicked is not cool. Like, it's not a fun thing because you don't know where you at and you all wobbly and shit, but you got to try and stand up and you only hear parts of conversations and you know you was out. You don't know how long you was out. You don't know what happened. You don't know if anybody rubbed their balls on your face. I once saw a dude get knocked out and then like six dudes just peed on him. And I was like, that's mad. Nah, that's when I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm about this fight in life. I don't think that that's for me. I don't think that that's because like if I wake up just just like what happens if you woke up mid piss? Like what do you do? Hmm? What do you do? You wake up in the middle of that, and only like three, let's say three dudes is done, and they zipping up, but like two dudes is still going, and one of them is trying to get a stream going correctly. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? Like, what's the? Because like you just came out from being unconscious. What you gonna do? You gonna be like, because you have to say something like, "Oh, stop pissing on me," but that's not a phrase that you ever want to have to tell people that you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you had to say that, and like no matter what you do, you getting pissed on. You got to remember that there's people pissing on you, and all because you know what I mean. Like somebody stepped on your shoe, you didn't want to feel disrespected. I don't know if I'm willing to get pissed on. I don't know if it's that serious to just get pissed on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's why I say you just gotta pick your battles, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you do gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta think, hey, is this the type of motherfucker that'll piss on me? You know what I mean? Like you gotta look at the other person. You got to, you know what I mean? Like assess your surroundings, assess the situation, not just, you got to have confidence in yourself that you can handle a situation, but you also got to look at the situation and see if you can handle, everything in that situation and ask yourself, hey man, is this willing? Is this serious enough to take a pissing? You know, because a pissing is not, you don't forget a pissing. You know what I mean? Like this is going to be a definitive moment of your life forever. Are you willing for it to be a pissing and from the people that gonna be doing the pissing? You know what I mean? Like, cause what if you get pissed on by a dude that looked like Quasimodo? You know what I'm saying? Like you got pissed on by Quasi. You don't want to get pissed on by Quasi. You know what I'm saying? Some like what if you get pissed on with one of them dudes that got one of them heavy ass pee streams? You know them ones that feel like you ever be in the motherfucking urinal and you just hear a motherfucker in the stall and it sounds like that shit is cracking the porcelain. You ever hear that shit? That shit be crazy, right? Anyway, you don't want to get pissed on about that. That shit might leave a dent. Now you got piss dents. You done got dent. You dented up from piss streams. Like a Samoan, I bet a Samoan got a strong ass heavy piss stream. Hit you right in your belly button and shit. fuck your whole, now you got rickets and shit in your belly button. Nigga, just all because you just wanted to be respected. Man, fuck that. Is you ready to get pissed on? And if not, then maybe just take the L for the day. You know what I'm saying? And know that you didn't get pissed on. Cause somebody's getting pissed on. You know what I'm saying? Somebody. This is also a metaphor for life. Because if it's not, I've talked about pissing for too goddamn long, and I apologize for that. But these are things that I live by now. You know what I mean? In my life. So heed them, I guess. And yeah, that's enough nonsense for the day, y'all. That's enough goddamn nonsense. Um, please follow me on everything. TikTok at Nathan Hurd Comedy. YouTube at Nathan Hurd Comedy. YouTube, hey man, watch my shits on YouTube. Watch my podcast on YouTube and everything. Listen to it. I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys are fantastic. Merch is coming soon. Tour dates are coming soon. And you know what? Y'all are the shit. And remember, if you love them, hug them for 6 seconds or more and high five everybody. And I holler at y'all. Deuces.